Alright, still have a broken microphone set up, but we're here. Forgot to change the date. But yeah, forgot to change this. Okay. 1 second. Alright, I did it. Anyways, we are back here, severe weather coverage. We're watching these storms approaching. Goldsby, Noble, and Washington. And we're getting more storms firing along this western Oklahoma. For some reason, these storms have all fallen apart. Now we're watching these storms up near Woodward. They're going to go towards Enid, Cherokee, Alva, and Anthony. Anthony's in Kansas, but the rest of the cities mentioned were Oklahoma cities. Again, we're dealing with some very large hail. Previous warnings, we had apple-sized hail being warned. So, again, this whole area here is in a PDS tornado watch. It's a particularly dangerous situation. It ends around here. Places like Eureka, Wichita, Arkansas City, Ponca City, Enid, Hennessy, Stillwater, Oklahoma City, Wichita Falls, Altus, and Elk City are in a tornado, or PDS tornado watch. We're still watching the areas in a normal tornado watch. Again, I did not fix the thing at the bottom right, but it should be easy to. Still watching the storm that produced tornadoes, I believe near Windthorst, Texas. And I'm really watching this because this has sprouted in the last few things. You can go back here, and this thing really popped off, and that's gonna ride kind of towards Oklahoma City. So I'm really watching some of these cells today. For potential at impacting Oklahoma City. I'm not pointing anything like what you're probably thinking out. Oklahoma City just needs to be prepared for the worst and hope for the best today. So yeah, let's cover the storms. Down Texas, we have a confirmed tornado warning for this storm that's currently impacting Rising Star towards Gorman and De Leon. I think we're about to get into some of the worst parts of the event here shortly. What even went on the bottom right? Satellite. Okay, now I need to figure out why you're not working. Alright, I need to open a new Google Chrome tab. It's a little complicated sometimes with all this, but I'll be fine. Thank you. There. Alright. I fixed that. I think we're fine now. I'll go ahead and set WSV3 up because I was on satellite. Level 2. Let's go to WSV3 here. I'm watching this storm. Again, dates on the top left with the time currently in EDT. I can change the color if it needed. Yeah, I think anybody who has a chance of chasing today would probably be, but one of my friends is not, and I told him not to because he cannot afford to lose a window. And gas money's ridiculous, so. Again, yesterday was strange. We had a weird tornado emergency yesterday, which adds to the tally for tornado emergencies this year, topping last year. Of course, it doesn't really matter, but something to look at. I'm still watching the cell near Dibble and Purcell as we continue. I'm going to be covering for most of the night. I'm not going to give up on the event because something's bound to happen. I mean, I highly doubt we're going to have something where, say, nothing happens. I mean, you cannot call this event a bust because there's tornadoes that happen. It's a bust is when nothing happens at all. Today's been way different than forecasted as well. So, again, looking at models is not really the best thing you should be doing at this point. Again, I'm watching these storms because they're becoming more discreet in their environment, and something you don't want today. Again, I do understand that we had a cool pool coming through here today, but again, NWS Norman's loosening about their wording in recent posts, saying, damaging winds and tornadoes are possible severe storms this evening. Stay weather aware, of course. Earlier, they were saying possibly violent tornadoes and stuff. All bad stuff for Oklahoma. I'll go back to Radar Omega to watch the storms in Texas. This may be trying to do something else, but mainly on here I'm going to watch over here. Yeah, this still looks concerning. It's in a less favorable environment. These cells are what you should be worried for as they continue. Kind of this corridor of cells. We just got that special weather statement for the storm near Blair. Yeah, every time I click it opens up this stupid warning thing. The person who would usually be with me He's not here right now, but I think he'll be on later. He usually helps me with some stuff on the stream, because I can't see everything, of course. Yeah, a lot of people are keeping an eye on the Altus one. This one looks like it could impact OKC metro area later into the evening. And that's a fact. I mean, maybe these storms are starting to turn more east. I see that with the direction they're headed, so maybe I'd be worried about anything new Cordell and Clinton. The environment is not that ripe anymore, or not as ripe as it was earlier, because we had all these storms come through, which they have weakened like forecasted, and kind of watching these, I mean, they're in the metro, and we've seen some interesting things happen in the metro before. Not just tornadic, like hail producer storms, and DVD-sized hails in that watch. We're not just talking about tornadoes today. I want people to understand that if you do not get tornado warning and stuff, you're probably going to get a severe thunderstorm warning. We're going to be live probably until we get a bow that causes the wind part of this watch to verify. Again, we do have that moderate risk in place today. I'm watching this could be trying to form back near Nakana. This may be undergoing a merger or just a storm forming to its south. Again, mergers are complicated. I don't fully understand them at all. But it looks like we could get something right here. Between the Blair storm and this East Duke initiation trying to start. Most of our storm chasers today are up here because this had a lot of problems. Still watching the Alta storm. The SPC is highlighting the greatest tornado potential to be right here. We do have a tornado warning on the storm Brandon Copic's on. A lot of contamination, as we're seeing. But this is going to make its way towards Enid. It's literally going to ride Highway 60 towards Enid. And where's Freddie McKinney? He's over here. I'm kind of glued to these storms because they look like they could pose a big threat later on. This storm looks like it's doing other things, but apparently Mutal is on the ground. Yep, Brandon Kopic had a visual. We have apparently have a tornado on the ground in Mutual, Oklahoma, or about to have a tornado on the ground. The hook that's trying to form here. Hopefully, Enid will be sort of saved. Okay, I don't know what that was by this storm right here that says considerable severe thunderstorm warning for the lime-sized hail. Yeah, very glued to this storm. It looks like, again, I've been talking a lot about it, and I'm gonna just keep looking at this storm on here for now. Looks like we have a viewer from faraway radar sites. And we have a funnel starting to form. Oh, we have a... Looks like a hook trying to form near Mutal. Again, you see higher reflectivity. Watching Clinton, all this stuff. These storms that are going to be going near OKC in the short term look to be weaker storms that could just pose a severe threat, luckily. Yeah, Mutal Tornado is on the ground. And by the way, that is Connor Croft, not Freddie McKinney. So Mutal, you have Tornado on the ground. Take cover now. They're not updating the warning as of now, but they will shortly. We have 2 tornado warnings in this quarter right here. For these, I do like to use WSV3. Let's go ahead and switch real quick if I can find OBS. So we have a tornado on the ground. I'm going to put Radar Omega on the Belair storm right now, the Martha Altus storm. That, yeah. So we'd have quite an impressive signature. Even have a hook trying to form in Mutual. Mutual. I think that's a debris ball. I mean, our velocity couplet is not... I don't think anything's quite in line right now. Regardless, everybody in Mutual needs to be underground or in their safe spots. And this is going to go towards the Enid area later on today. Check where that is for a new tornado warning. So that is the one south of this. So we have 3 tornado warnings on this little complex. This one right here is for a little hook echo, not much on velocity. This whole little complex is gaining strength, and this Blair storm's gaining strength as well. Coming back to Radar Mega. Yeah, this outflow boundary cleared the air, but we're getting more instability going north, I think. That's probably why we have more storms trying to initiate here. New special weather statement for storm bats at more. No tornado threat at this time at all. Watching this one when it takes in that cell merger. If it even takes it in, or if this just fizzles out and has this whole environment to work with. That'd be bad because the heading for this storm is not the greatest. Sorry, I was looking at something. Yeah, I went a little quiet there. We're still watching the storm. I don't think we have a tornado associated with it anymore, but I think we did. Yeah, it's a big complex. I don't know if the south one's going to take control or not. That's usually how storms are. The south one remains dominant, but I don't know with this. What is a west ceiling? Huh. Okay, so we had a tornado ongoing with this storm, and then we had whatever this thing did up here. I don't think it lasted long at all. I want to see that new radar scan for this one. Very disorganized. Yeah, this is more of a hail threat, I've noticed. Yeah, oop. Luckily this is disorganized. I don't think that's gonna do anything. It's more of a just waste of space for other storms just as good. You know, on this day we don't want storms that take advantage of their environment at all. This storm looks like it's not doing the best in its environment, but we'll see. Yeah, it's a little quiet right now, luckily. But it's supposed to get active or more active later. No, again, this is the day where people have to be patient. We're not gonna get violent tornadoes at our long track right away. We might even not even get them, and that's a good thing. But people cannot call this an underperform until the event is tomorrow and it's done. And tomorrow I might be streaming again depending on if it looks like I have to. Again, I don't stream on every 10 hatchers just because of some reasons, but I will stream on some of them. This and this are the most concerning cells at the moment. However, these could easily do something. This could do something. Kansas could do something. We'll look at mesoanalysis. Real quick. Oh, wrong tab. I need to open a new Google window so I could comfortably look at mesoanalysis. I don't know why they have an issue public severe weather outlook today. They only do it for weird days. Oh, mesoanalysis. Thermodynamics, CAPE. Yeah, we're gonna have a recovery. Oh, I'm watching that. I don't know what. Is anybody on that? Yeah. Now we have a special weather statement for the storm that's going to ride I-44 towards Moore and Newcastle. Nothing rotating at the moment, but newly initiated cell. I'm definitely staying on stream. Let's just say that. This storm looks weird going toward, or that's riding I-44, but I mean, there's no buts. This is such a weird day. And we have multiple storms actually going towards the metro. So, yeah, we need metro, more than all of Oklahoma to be looking at weather today. Even if you're not in a major risk area, it doesn't matter. You still need to look at the weather. Right now it's the in-between phase where it's people are just kind of looking at what we could see in the next few hours. I see something. The Texas storm may be trying. Need tornado warning. Might be for something over here. We still have the storm near Gorman and De Leon. Yeah, we're watching very powerful storms over a year. We want to have impressive visuals currently. Yeah, we just had that severe thunderstorm watch up in Nebraska. I think that was issued around 13 minutes ago. Yeah, 15. So we are still watching these storms. And as the night goes on, the LLJ is going to kick in. The tornado warning could be for this. Near Nakoma. Rotation's starting to form back up. Big severe thunderstorm warning just issued. Going northeast of Enid, this is probably going to weaken these. As I go towards Enid, this whole event's kind of falling apart right now. Again, be patient as well because stuff could happen later. Let's go to the storm in Texas. Now entering Oklahoma towards Ardmore. Has ramped up the last few scans. Just keep watching this. My bad. But right now, again, oh yes, OBS had a stroke. They've canceled the special weather statement on this storm. Again, the environment doesn't look that favorable for these. I think the metro should be fine. This one has weakened substantially, showing that the environment is not too favorable. Or this one's still going. This one's kind of weakened. They're all weakening over here. One second. Again, nothing too much going on right now. Yeah, I think the cell's splitting. Yeah, if this cell wasn't splitting, then it would have been a long track cell. But it is splitting into two. Well, I will be back. But right now, the severe threat is not in full force, or the tornadic threat isn't. So, I'll be back in 1 second. Go ahead and get it. So, yep.